It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. I've been to Waitrose recently, popped out to Calbridge, which is about 8 or 9 miles away, Bridgend actually, and I was looking at antiques. I love old building antiques, building product antiques like old chimney pots and lampposts, cast iron, lots of cast iron, fireplaces, that sort of thing. Old wooden railway sleepers, that's right up my street in terms of antiques. So I went to this antique builder's yard in Bridgend. It's fantastic. It's called Theodore's, and I popped to Waitrose on the way just to see if they had any beer. They had these beers. Now I've had this beer probably about 2 weeks now, so hopefully your local Waitrose will still have this beer. It's called Too Good to Waste. It's by Toast Brewing. It's a Grassroots pale ale at 4.1% ABV. It was £2.50, and it's now £1.19. So you can find it, go for it. I think the reason why Waitrose have perhaps moved themselves away from Toast Brewing Company is that, well, recently Toast have done a beer in Aldi, and I just wonder if Aldi or maybe Waitrose found out about this deal with Toast Brewing Company, and they were like, okay, if you're gonna make a lot of beer for the discount supermarkets, you know, we're more kind of like middle to high end supermarket, perhaps we'll part ways, go in different directions. There's a lot of discussions that goes on with shelf space in supermarkets. There's lots of deals happening all of the time. Perhaps Aldi just offered Toast a better deal, and perhaps Toast just went, we'll pull ourselves from Waitrose, we'll get ourselves in Aldi. This is a one finger Whitehead pale ale. Why is it called Grassroots? We'll have a look at that in a moment. First of all, we'll crack on with the video beer review. A little bit of lacing on the sides, got a bit of good head retention. I like to pick up a bargain. If I see something like this, I'll always look to pick it up. £1.19, that's nearly half price, isn't it? And the date is July 2025. I'm recording this in November 2024, so there's about 8-9 months shelf life on this. Let's get the aroma on this slightly hazy looking beer. The thing is, when people put something like Grassroots on their label, you immediately think, is it, you know, put stuff in your head, doesn't it? You're thinking, is it grassy? It's very tropical, very, very tropical beer. Citrusy, a little bit of earthiness going on, a little bit of breadiness. Being Toast Brewing Company, I'm not surprised. They make their beer from wasted or bread that's about to be wasted. They brew their beer from it. So it's quite bready. Very citrusy, lots of pineapple and mango and maybe some passion fruit. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. It's decent enough. It's decent enough. In fact, it's that decent, I wish I cleared the shelf. It's just a solid, drinkable, reliable, trustworthy type of pale ale. It's not gonna get you jumping for joy. It's not. If you go 6 months without having this sort of beer, you're probably not gonna remember it. But it's decent in its own right. So the beer starts off, a little bit of carbonation pushes the beer on the inside of the mouth. There's a little bit of body in there. For that 4.1% ABV, there's definitely a little bit of body in the beer. It's definitely kind of offering up, you definitely get a sense of the malts. That malt is there, and that bread and that malt is quite, it's quite biscuity. It's got a nice, almost earthy kind of maltiness going on there, an earthy breadiness. It's a little bit spicy and peppery on the back end. It's very drinkable. Let's talk about the hops then. That's why most of you are here. It's a combination of pineapple and mango. It's that very 2022, 2023, 2024 flavour in a pale ale, if you like. When I think of pale ales, old school American West Coast pale ales, I'm thinking like orange peel, grapefruit, bitterness on the back end. But everything seems to have gone over to a more of a New England style flavours, more soft fruits, more bit of apricot, bit of passion fruit, bit of mango, softer fruit, softer flavours. They're not kind of big citrusy bombs anymore. I find that a shame. I find that a shame because I absolutely love my big citrusy bombs of beer. But yeah. It was worth popping into Waitrose. I picked up a lot of other beers whilst I was there. I think this is the last one we'll be reviewing from that reduced range. Maybe it was a case of, it must have been early October, mid to early October. Maybe, no, it would have been late October if it was a few weeks. Late October, mid to late October. It must have been a case of they were either, Waitrose were either putting in a load of Christmas beer, or, as I said, Toast have moved over to Aldi. There's a lot goes on behind the scenes on the shelf. The fight for the shelf space. Why is it called Grassroots Pale Ale? A mouth-wateringly juicy, hazy pale ale with notes of passion fruit, peach and pineapple, crafted with surplus bread, malted barley and New World hops. Yeah, so that's this is their description. We set out to make beer that tastes amazing and does amazing things too. That's why we brew this with surplus bread, turning leftover loaves into liquid gold. It means less waste and carbon emissions. What's more, 100% of our profits go to environmental charities. So buy Mother Nature around and raise a toast to planet Earth. 100% of our profits go to environmental charities. So what, is anybody making any money at the brewery then? Is the whole point of your brewery to use surplus bread and reduce your emissions and then give all your profits to charity? That's quite an interesting aspect, quite an interesting concept. Rating for the beer, it looks pretty decent enough. It smells good. If you like these pineapple and passion fruit and mango beers, you'll love this. It's a solid 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.